It's 1888. The National Geographic Society opens its doors in the US. De Beers does the same in our Kimberley. And across the ditch, Peter Harcourt opens his doors for the very first time. Fast forward 87 years and it's 1957. The first Frisbee rolls off the production line. Elvis buys Graceland. The Soviet Union enters the space race. And Roy Weston launches his business for the very first time here in WA. Move ahead 46 years and the Roy Weston Group joins forces with Harcourts. 4 years later, in 2007, and it was to be a very good year for 3 local Southwest agents.
A young Richard Morgan, full of enthusiasm, came and approached me and said, I need a licence to open a real estate business. I said, you got rocks in your head.
But Richard and his partners, Jacob Maguire and Ben Baldwin, weren't about to back down. They were passionate about the opportunities in front of them.
I said no a couple of times, and then Richard bashed me around the head a couple of times and said, look, it's only for a couple of weeks. He said, I'm getting my licence soon. And so I said, oh, if it's not too long, yeah, that'll be okay.
Those couple of weeks turned into 72 weeks, but more than enough time to get Harcourts established, with a little bit of hard work thrown in for good measure.
Mike provided what we call the triennial licensee, which gave us the ability to be able to open up a real estate agency in Bunbury, which we needed. Richard's many years ago since ticked that box, and he's the licensee now. We did lots of things physically. So Richard, Jake and myself were either building walls, painting walls and outside, and pressure blasting properties.
And Richard and Den and I were all on the paintbrushes and all receptionists and renovation experts and real estate agents all at the same time.
The Harcourts values also played a big part in getting the business off the ground.
So we've got people's first, doing the right thing, fun and laughter, and there should be a fourth value in there that I should be able to roll off quite easily, but it's just a bit challenging at the moment, sorry about that.
That's okay, Den. 10 years, almost enough time to get them all. Let's see how Richard goes.
People first, doing the right thing, fun and laughter, and being courageous.
Nice work, Richard. All correct. And this is why Harcourts Bunbury has been a success. Each of the directors complementing the other's strengths.
And Jake, Dan and myself, we're not identical, and we all have our own attributes and clear benefits, and we're able to play on those strengths. So I think that's what gives us the energy. Jake's youth and energy, my knowledge, Dan's experience, it all gels and it just fits.
Well, there's no problem that Richard can't solve, that's the first thing, of course. Always got an upbeat attitude. Den, I've never met anyone that has more knowledge in terms of real estate than he does.
I think the fortunate win of having the staff that we have currently and even in the past has allowed us to get to where we are.
Quite exciting to just see these guys that just run on adrenaline and enthusiasm.
But a small business can only run for so long on these two attributes. What is it that really sets Harcourts apart?
The driver is necessity and not having a plan B. The fact that we've made a decision to do what we're doing, we can only see success, and none of us know how to spell failure.
And while the business has proved to be a success, what have the partners got out of 10 years in business?
A lot of grey hair.
It's a really wonderful time when you have a settlement, when everyone's content and happy, and obviously looks forward to their future, and you can be part of that yourself.
Deep down inside me, I feel a genuine need to help people, and I enjoy helping people.
So, 10 years down, what will Harcourts be in 2027?
Bunbury will always be a good centre for economic prosperity, I think, and that'll be reflected in the business.
Possibly will be even more advanced technology-wise. I think there's still a lot more to happen worldwide with technology.
It could be a completely different game. So there may be more offices, there obviously will be more staff, but real estate is on the edge of changing at the moment.
From 3 staff doing just about everything to 42 staff today, covering residential, commercial and property management. From having no listings or clients to now being in the top 3 agencies in the city, Harcourts APG has been built on courage, bold moves energy, and a lot of fun and laughter along the way. We'll let Mike Davies end our story.
And I've watched quite a few businesses that have disappeared over the last couple of years, and they seem to be going from strength to strength. And I always say to myself, yeah, I helped those guys get off the ground. Yeah.
Congratulations, Richard, Den and Jacob on 10 years in Bunbury. Here's to the next 10 and the success that will come with it. Happy birthday.